Welcome to a part 2. Because earlier we were at the place and the police officer parked behind me. He went inside to this one area where it's gated, and I think they're tracking homeless people to make them move to a different spot. That's what I'm guessing, because I seen other homeless people were, I guess, told to move to a different place. So I think they're just moving the homeless people around. That's what I'm thinking. That's what it looks like so far. So anyways, I got these two. We're gonna make one noodle and one ramyeon, and let's get started. Okay, so I have the thing there. I'm gonna take this. We're gonna have the pho first. And after the pho, we'll have the ramyeon. So, okay, I don't use these chili sauce. Just throw that away. But I do use these. Usually I don't use the whole thing. I use probably like 75% of it, or a little less than that. Yeah, I still have like some here. And then before, I used to be cheap saving this and then eat it with rice later, but it's good to be frugal but not cheap, because the fatherhood wants us to have an abundant mindset, and plus that stuff is not healthy, so not worth it. I could buy one at the stores, the bouillon or whatever it's called, and use that instead. But anyways, okay, now I have this too. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some cheese. I can't find it. Let's see. Aiogo. Okay, we got the cheese here. We're just gonna add one cheese. Okay. Oh wow. Can you hear the police intercom? Oh, the police is speaking Spanish. I don't understand Spanish. So. Whoa. Looks like it's not the homeless people they're pushing around. I think they're looking for a suspect. Okay, I have the coffee filter in, so I'm going to take this thing out. Once I close it, it's going to be ready to go. And just for those that are curious how it looks like, let me show y'all. Oh, let me flip the camera around. Please pardon the mess. So here's my Keurig coffee maker. This is the rice thing. Then see how it's glowing? It's on. It's going to press it. Oh, let me turn off the inverter, because if I don't, it's going to beep and it's going to destroy my battery that I bought for $300. Oh my goodness, it will destroy the 12 volt battery. Okay, so you see it's on. It's going to take it a bit and then it will go through. Let me, I'm embarrassed with my mess. Let me flip the camera around. All right, go back here and you guys could stick right there and give the thumbs up. All right, now we wait. And I'm gonna pull up this wrap. This is the wrap when I make my ice cube. So, pull this out. And I put this on top of my armrest. So when I have trash, I could wrap it up and it will be thrown away. So, yeah, I'm gonna leave it here. And then I also got chopsticks ready. Whew, it's hot, y'all. It is scorching hot. Move the windows down. So far, I haven't found anybody to promote my channel on the streets. I mean, I did those two places I delivered to. I couldn't really mention it. Well, I could, but I don't think they were the type of people that would watch it. Like I was one of them was to a Korean restaurant. And they were older folks, much older. And I don't think they're interested in English speaking content. And then there was another one, I forgot which place, I think it was El Pollo Loco. I don't think those people are interested in the journaling. So I was like, probably not today. Doesn't mean that I'm gonna stop looking though. I'm gonna look. I gotta try to promote it. I need to have some win. I need some sort of courage. So we got it here. I'm gonna close it up because the cheese will take time to melt. So usually I leave it in here. As you can see, it is in here. I just leave it chilling in here for about a couple minutes, 1 to 2 minutes. Unfortunately, it's not hot enough to boil an egg. Unfortunately, so. And plus the egg will cool down the water so much to the point where it doesn't cook the noodle. So this is just good enough where it will cook the noodle and it will melt the cheese. And if no one has tried it, it tastes amazing. Amazing, y'all. So let's chill for a bit and talk. I am very worried about the Uber Eats. I truly hate it. I don't want to do it anymore. Dealing with the drivers on the road, especially, and then the low ball offer. It's just so terrible at this point. I'm saying I have no connection. And the app's having problems too. Just see. Oh, I guess I did not get tip baited. Oh, cool. I just got a super late tip. Just super late. So I made a total of $16. 2 trips. Yay. Man, yesterday, same problem. When I went to the sleeping spot, that person, the Sequoia, parked by me. Well, not parked by me. He parked on the spot I parked at, where I usually park. And I am just so tired of that person. I never want to see that person again. So I gotta find like another different spot. It's just so tiring to get away from those people. Those are the type of people that ruin it for others. They make it obvious that they're living in their vehicles and they're really inconsiderate because they don't use the sleeping spot as a sleeping spot. They sit and they stay there and do whatever is that they do there. And that's one way to ruin it for others. Because I remember the park used to be okay to park at to sleep for the night, but eventually there are those people in the cars, then the van, the SUV, and they make it so obvious. They cover up with trash bags or paper and they leave their waste, and it's just terrible. And what happened next? Now there's police officers scanning the road, tow trucks. I saw a couple cars getting towed, and it's very unfortunate because I think some of them they didn't know, or they're innocent, meaning that they're just new to the car life. But those other people that been doing the very inconsiderate things, ruining it for others, they got caught, and that's just terrible. That's sad. Anyways, I think the food is ready. Let me check it. Oh man, the noodle is kind of still hard. Yeah, the noodle is still hard. We'll let it sit for a couple more minutes. Man, y'all, what am I gonna do? I mean, I started uploading more to the gaming channel, and I see it has some sort of traction going on, but no one's really subscribing. I see people watching, but they're not subscribing. And then my Hmong channel, I got 4 subscribers, which is pretty cool, but no one's really watching it, probably because I'm having a rough time learning it, and it makes it harder to watch. I'm not sure how to make it fun or something where it's more, I guess, easy to watch. Everything's a learning process right now. And yeah, man, I am hungry. Did the helicopter leave? No, it's still there. Still flying by. I think I can't even see the police officer's car. Anyways, they're flying. I think I'm gonna have to eat this kind of raw. I hope it's not bad for my stomach. I'm like talking and spitting at the same time. Yikes. Okay, here it is. Just for those that are curious how it looks like. Oh. Oh no. I was going to use hot sauce. Where's my hot sauce? Okay, we're not going to use the hot sauce because cleaning it is going to be much worse. But I'm kind of tired, so here we're going to do a taste test. Got the noodles going on, so it's kind of cooked. Still hard, but it's okay. Let's taste it. Thumbs up that it's food. It's too hard. It's not hot enough. There was another police officer. I wonder what happened. The soup is good. Helicopter is flying over my head. I'm curious, why is it circling on this side when the officers are all the way on the other side? Oh. Not sponsored, but if anyone's curious what this is pho. Phooj means vegetarian pho. We'll get the other one ready. Woo! Turning in the inverter. I mean, using the Keurig mini coffee maker, it took 5% of my battery power. That's a lot, but then it is over 1,000 watts that's pulling. I don't know what to talk about. I need a new fan. I created the Yaj Reviews. If anyone's looking for products, please hop over on there, press the link. There's no extra charge, just using that link. But let's just say that I have a product in there that you don't enjoy or don't need. You could just use the link, and with that link, just browse when you're using that session, and whatever you buy, there will be something that will go back for this channel. So if you could do that, that'll be great too. Just using the link only. So it doesn't have to be on that product, whatever it is that I'm showing. Just using that link when you press it in, and during that session, when you purchase something out there, it'll help out the channel. So, and for those who are curious what link it is, it's the Amazon link. All done. Round two. Even though I'm full now, I have to eat, because if I don't, later when I go to sleep, I might get hungry, and I can't sleep when I'm hungry. So that's why it's best to eat now and then sleep it through. So we got this time the mi kai, which is spicy noodles. I'm gonna put it in here. 어머. 진짜. Ah, sheesh. Okay, it's okay. Just means I have a mess to clean up later. These oils, I don't use it. I just toss it. And I'm going to use just 75% of the powder. Still have it remaining. Maybe a little more. That's good enough. And then you see right here, it looks like that. I'm gonna do this. You know, this time I'm gonna let it cook and then I will put on the cheese. We'll try that. One thing I do want to say about these, the Keurig coffee maker, make sure there's water in there. You never want to press it when there's nothing in there, because it destroys some part of the components from what I read. So yeah. Oh no, I gotta turn off the inverter. Woo! Almost forgot. Man, I am sweating. How to stay cool? First, wipe out the sweat. Wipe down the sweat. And the neck. We use the half part for the neck. Behind the ear. On the neck. On the back. And then I like to do it behind the ear and also the ear. I know it sounds strange, but not only wipes the oil off the ear, but then I also flip it around. Because when we sweat, there's not only oil, but there's like salt particles. Okay. Is it on? It says that my live is stopped. Let me close it out and go back in. Because on Orangey, I'm using the IRL link, and for my phone, I'm using Pingua. And for those who don't know, Pingua is the iPhone 15 Pro Max, and Orangey is the Orangey is my Samsung S24 Ultra. Huh. Okay, it shows that it's working. But the timer ain't moving. See the timer, it ain't moving. So, okay, it is moving. Okay, there's just a lag. And we are gonna pull this out. Oh, water is nice and super hot this time. Okay. There, and then we're going to close the lid. And we're gonna chit chat for a couple minutes, and then we're gonna toss in the cheese and then let it sit for another minute. And at the meantime, let me cool down the car with the AC a little bit. Let me turn back on the inverter. We're just gonna chill for a bit. And for the coffee, I recommend wiping down once it's used by the spout where it pours down. Turns up. Ooh, it's hot. Omo. You know, let it cool down for a bit and then wipe it down. So we'll just let it cool for a bit and then we'll wipe down. Oh my goodness, the AC. Aiogo. It feels so good. I got gas yesterday, or no, not yesterday, today, and man, my credit card is like almost in the 500 for gas alone, because I use this one specifically for gas. Usually I would pay it off every time I get the statement. I pay everything off. Now I can't do it. Now I'm paying like the minimum balance. This is not looking good. Man, Abba, which means father in Hebrew, help me! Help me, Abba! Help me. Please help me. What am I supposed to do? I'm doing it. The things you asked me to do, I'm finally, oh my goodness, I'm finally doing it. He told me to learn the Hmong a long time ago. Now I'm starting to make the Hmong channel. The other thing is I need to work out I don't know how this is gonna work. I'm thinking about going to the gym and just asking, hey, do you need a workout partner? I could charge you like a small fee, maybe $20 an hour, and I'll be by your side doing whatever you need to do. I was thinking like that. Should I do something like that? Wait. Oh, snap. Today is Saturday, because there's the church people that are in front of the market area. I should have promote my channel to them. No, I can't, because they're also prefer to speak Korean. So yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. When I say prefer to speak Korean, they prefer just all Korean stuff, like the entertainment, news, stuff like that. And for me, my stuff is in English. So it's not gonna be good. Anyways, let's see how the ramyeon is doing. It's kind of. Let me turn the camera so y'all can see it. I think it might need to settle more, but I don't know. I'm quite hungry right now. I mean, even though I said I wasn't that hungry, let me turn the camera around. Front, back. Here we go. Please pardon the mess, y'all. It's me. Please pardon the mess. Here it is. So it looks still kind of raw, but we're just gonna have to go with the flow and just Omo. We're just gonna chill here. It looks like the police left. Actually, I can't see. I parked super far away from where I was earlier. But there was a helicopter spinning around. What am I doing? Get the cheese! Get the cheese! Because if the water gets too cool, it's not going to taste good. Omo, come on. So we're going to use, I think this is called pepper jack. So we're going to put the pepper jack in here. So just going to look like this. I'm not sure you can see the cheese on top. So I just put a little slab of cheese. And trust me, y'all, it tastes really good. It tastes really good. I wouldn't recommend using the soft cheese. I just recommend the hard cheese, like the one, because these are the hard ones. They come in slices for sandwiches, and I think these taste a lot better. Like on egg, you could make it. Like my last video, I made an egg sandwich. I used this cheese, and whew, it's good. It is good. So we're gonna sit and chill for a bit, for another minute, and then, man, what am I gonna do? I keep saying that I'm going to do something different. I have to do something different for me, because I remember this other guy on Facebook. He was talking about the one thing, or not on Facebook, on TikTok. He was talking about the reason why there's the other reason why you don't do the things that you're trying to do is because you don't trust yourself, because you saw certain things in certain ways. And then when you say it and don't do it, you just know it's just not good, and you just don't trust yourself anymore. And that's what I need to stop. So I'm trying to figure this out somehow, because I said I was going to change. I mean, it is true, I did make some changes, but it's not enough. And because I remember another content creator on Facebook says that when you do something for God, you go all out. And I think I've been going half-heartedly, which I'm not supposed to do. Like, for example, I did the thread and I haven't followed up or checked on it. And interestingly enough, on TikTok, I made a video, and there were commenters in there. They said they enjoyed watching my TikTok because I was authentic, and they were interested. And I found that interesting because TikTok, when we watch it, it's usually 30 seconds to or maybe a minute, or even less than that, like 10 seconds. But the videos I've been making on TikTok are 5-minute plus. they're like 5 to almost, I think, 10 minutes, like up and down. And interestingly enough, I'm getting more likes on those videos than my short videos that I made. Those that are like from 15 to 30 seconds. Those would only get, I think, like from 2 to 3, maybe 4. But lately I've been seeing like 10 likes plus on those my long form videos on TikTok, which I found very interesting. So I guess there are people out there that are not into scrolling. I don't know, but anyways, I'm blabbing at this point, and I think the ramyeon should be super good. The cheese is kind of melted, not really. And for the noodles, if anyone is watching, or if anyone's watching on YouTube land when I post this video, with ramen, it's a good idea to have it fully cooked, because if not, you may get bloated, and the worst part is a stomach ache, and definitely don't want that, especially if you're doing car life not by choice. Anyways, let's save some money by turning off the AC, rolling down the windows all the way, and please pardon the ambient sound. Let's just pretend the car going by are wild animals running in the forest. Yeah, something like that. Anyways, let's do a taste test. I think this will be much better because it's softer than the pho one I ate earlier. Let's find out. Let's see. It's raw, y'all. It's raw. But at this point, I'm too hungry. All right. I guess we'll be bloated for one night. It's okay, right? I mean, yeah, I'm old, but I'm not that old. Actually, I'm old. I can't deny it. I'm old. I've been using so much paper towels and so much water. My goodness. There was a homeless guy that I've been trying to look for. He was around the area I do deliver. There's this place called H Mart, and for those that don't know, it's a Korean supermarket by there. He would be there. I wanted to talk to him and hear his story, but the problem is I don't know if he knows English. I think because when he was talking only Korean, and y'all, I don't know Korean words. I just know bright lights. Begupa means I'm starving. 안녕하세요 means hello. 감사합니다 means thank you. That's it. Even though food ain't tasting, excuse me. Even though food ain't tasting good, I'm still very grateful that I have a meal. I'm scared there might be one day I won't have a meal. So right now I'm just being very grateful. And I was thinking how not eating could impact us in a negative way. And the reason why I say this is because when I was trying to study the Hmong earlier, I was hungry and I couldn't really concentrate. And I could tell how it was impacting the way I think in a negative way. Like I started getting angry, a little frustrated, and kind of lost patience. Because all of a sudden I'm just trying to get over with so I could eat. And remember, there's like, for those that don't know, I'm I'm not a Christian, but I'm scripture based. There's three that's part of us. We have the heart, which is the soul. We have the mind, which is the spirit, and then we have the body, which is the temple. And how the temple affects us is the gut, because there's a saying called gut brain or gut health. It does impact you. It does impact because people say this for fun, but I'm sure it's the principalities, those that be that are currently ruling the current world, says you are what you eat, and they ain't joking. That's actually true. And the more they could lower down the body with like processed food and things like that, then they could have the other thing go in. And what is that? Parasites. Because those stuff, they could not control us, but they could heavily influence the things that we do, eat and stuff like that. So yeah, the gut health is very important. That's the other brain, I guess. Anyways, I'm blabbing, and this is not meant for that, not any spiritual stuff, but just to share my journey. That because originally I was talking about food, how food impacts us, and when I see the homeless people now, I have a different thought when I see them. They may be hungry, and it may make them angry because, like how I was hungry and I was trying to learn the Hmong, and I think they're hungry, and that's why they're getting upset. Sorry for the silly thoughts. I'm just sharing what I'm thinking right now. But the reason why I brought it up is for me to be more mindful, because I don't know what they're going through. I just saw them as angry people that made bad decisions in their life, and now they're just taking it out on the world. But it could be just that time they're just hungry. Everybody goes through something. I remember there's another person that used to comment on my videos a lot, would say everybody's at different stages of life. I get it now. Everybody is in different stages of life. Even at my old age, I'm late 40s, nearing 50s, and recently, when I've been doing the car life, not by choice, things have been opening up, and I'm thinking like, whoa, what do I know? I know diddly squat. It's like I have to relearn everything, and it's eye-opening, but I'm thinking at my age, oh man. But like the commenter, he said, everybody learns things at different stages of life. I think those that grow the fastest are people that have loving parents. I think those are the ones that grow the fastest. Wow. Check if I still have ice. Ice is almost gone. Omo. This is to my shaker. Oh my goodness, I hope I didn't damage it. Well, let me, one thing at a time. I was hoping to go at it with the Uber Eats, but how can you go at it when you're at the mercy of waiting for a delivery request? I only could do what they give me, and they don't give me anything, then that's it. There's nothing I could do. So it's terrifying. It's an eye-opener, that's for sure. There's too many people doing the gig economy. I get it, because they probably lost maybe their job, they got laid off, who knows? It could be anything. Okay. So I charged this overnight. These are AAA batteries with USB-C ports. And it's for my frother, which I will use. I will show it in a moment because I want to make the coffee too. And for those that are doing car life or a minimalistic life, I highly recommend getting rechargeable batteries, because batteries are expensive. Even when you buy the cheap one, it adds up because those don't last long. You have to keep buying it over and over. So I recommend just getting the rechargeable batteries. It should be good to go. Because I used the normal batteries and I used the name brand one, it only could use like 4 or 5 times. Not worth it. But this, whoo, you hear that? This thing, it's amazing. All right, so let's clean up the bowl. And let's see here. But before I clean up, let me put this away. Okay. Let's clean this up. So we're going to wipe this down. And now I highly recommend the mist, because I have this and then I have the mister, because the mister, I use it for my face to keep cool, and it is perfect. It just have these very fine little teeny particles where it doesn't get the place wet, and it dries up very quick, especially when it's hot. It's perfect. So let me spray this, and all I do is I just wipe it clean. I know to those that are living in a regular home, this may look unsanitary, but I've been doing it for 6 years, so it's not that bad, and I'm still here. And plus, I can't be sick, because doing car life, you definitely do not want to be sick. There was one time I was sick by eating supposedly a very safe place to eat food, and I got, what's it called, food poisoning, and that was terrible. I was throwing up and I had the runs. I'm so sorry for being too much information. And y'all, I lived on the streets, so you can imagine having no personal restroom. That was super scary for me. That was super scary. I don't know. I forgot how. I think I was so scared. I didn't remember how things went, but I remember I was terrified, and man, that was just terrible. It was just a very terrible experience. Okay. This one's a bit tough, so I'm gonna let the water settle a bit to loosen up the oil. It has some sort of chemical in there. I think once I'm done with eating those noodles, I'm not going to eat those instant noodles anymore. I remember seeing something terrible on it. I won't mention it here because I forgot what it was, but I remember it was terrible. So I don't want to give false information, but if I see where it is or remember what it was, I will share it. And it may stop other people from eating instant noodles. Wow, this grease is sticking. Whoa, okay, see this instant noodle, because when I do the other stuff, like regular olive oil, I could wipe it up, but whatever this stuff is, it's not good. So what we are going to do to get rid of this is we're going to alkalinize it. And how are we going to alkalinize it? We're going to alkalinize it with lime powder. These are freeze-dried lime. It's freeze-dried, so usually I would use baking soda, but okay, I just put a little bit. You see that little speck right there? Oh, it's very fine powder. I prefer freeze-dry over dehydrated because supposedly there's more nutrients on there. And let's see, right there, spray it in. And then we're gonna wipe it down. Okay, now this thing is scrubbing it nice. Exactly what I'm looking for. Yeah, it took up that residue. Nice. Still a little grimy, but it's not bad. It's still grimy. It's not bad as before, so. Whew, it is hot. All right, I'm going to turn on the AC again. I'm burning up. And now we're going to get ready to make the coffee. Okay, so, whew, it is hot. So let's get ready for the coffee. But before that, we need to get the, this guy. The funnel. And y'all may be thinking, what do you need the funnel for? I'm gonna put my cold drink. I'm gonna put my cold drink in here so it will free up the tumbler. Okay, so here. All right, here we go. Oh no. Okay. There's still a lot of the sweetener in the bottom. So I need to get the sweetener part. Because if I don't have the sweetener, it's gonna taste very bland. See, we got the sweetener? Yeah, we got sweetener. Ooh, then we got a little piece of ice cube right here, and we just toss it in. All right, another piece of ice cube. Okay, not too cold. Spit the ice out. All right, now we gotta clean this guy. Okay. And just a simple wipe like that. Okay. And then okay, the tumbler is still very dirty, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean the lid first. This way it's good to have the mister. Just spray and wipe. Same thing for this. Now this is more dirty, as you can see on the side and around. So I spray front, back, and just a little bit on the side. And then I just wipe it. And I make sure there's no residue. Because if there's something that is sticky or doesn't look right, then I would go spray it again with a different towel. And I highly recommend make sure everything is dry once it's sprayed. And when I mean dry, totally dry. And take the rubber gasket out. Do a thorough wipe on that. And if or when it develops a smell, that's when you'll need to either wash it with soap, or to do what I do, either clean it with baking soda or with the lime powder, freeze-dried lime. This is nothing, how should I say, just a disclaimer. This is just how I do things. Doesn't mean that it should be done that way. So, yeah, this is just the way I do things. I mean, so far I haven't got sick or anything, so I think I'm doing something right. Okay, once this is dried and clean, then I usually flip it like this to prevent dust coming in. Excuse me. And usually rip this part off and then just start wiping it down to remove the residue of the drink powder, the creatine, or the liquid IV that I use. One of those two, when they have the powder residue, I'll just wipe it down, spray it, then with a clean towel, wipe it. It smells good, all clean. Now this is ready to ready for the coffee. So let me shake this up and drink some juice. Tasty. All right, kind of watered down, but it is what it is. So now we're going to put the sweetener in here. These molasses. This is how I measure things. I just count when I pour. I count to 6 for this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Why? It's like stuck. There's a strand stuck. What in the world? Okay, and for those that are curious, this is not sponsored. It's blackstrap molasses, and supposedly this has way more minerals than sugar. I know it's like the byproduct of sugar, or that's what I mean. What I saw that it said it was. And also got honey. Got honey here. For this, I'm going to count to 12 or 11. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll leave at 10 because it's actually quite sweet. I don't know. I like it the Vietnamese style coffee and Vietnamese style coffee are very sweet. I would rather have the condensed milk, but it's kind of too expensive right now. And plus, I'm trying to save money the best way I can. So now that we got the sweetener in, oh yeah, that's too much. I should have done probably less than that. Oh well. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna get the coffee. Right here, I got this one, not sponsored by any company. This coffee, I was curious why it tastes so good. Turns out this coffee is Starbucks coffee. The one you get at Starbucks? I can't believe it. I was like, really? Wow, Costco, I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, could learn a lot on TikTok. That's for sure. Because I was curious, like, why does this coffee taste so good? Of course, I prefer the Vietnamese coffee, but the one in the yellow can, but that is expensive. And I was thinking, man, that's too expensive. This one is just as good. And I wouldn't say it's less expensive. I say it's a reasonably priced. We'll leave it at that, reasonably priced. Okay, put this away. Now I gotta turn off the inverter. Make sure the inverter's off. Turn. Oh, no water. That would have been bad. Whew, good thing I caught on to it before I pressed the button. Okay, let's use all of this guy. This guy we're going to fill up to the maximum line, which is 12 max. This guy aside. Okay, it's at 12 max. Not sure that means 12 cup of water, but there's a meter that says 12 max. And we're there, so let's put this in to the coffee maker. I gotta make sure that the water won't spill out. All right, here it goes. It's gonna do its thing. really hope Abba, the Father, will hook me up with lots of followers, lots of subscribers. Not just anybody, just those that really enjoy the things that I'm doing and perhaps even enjoy the stuff that I enjoy. And then that would be so cool. Or curious or learning about the things that I'm doing. That would be uber cool. For those that are curious, this is just Korean teen water. Man, what am I going to do after this? Probably go to the gym early, and I don't know, should we go to the beach and promote the channel? Because it is Saturday, right? I mean, a lot of people will be out, right? Yeah. Oh, thought was another person living in their vehicle, but it's a resident. I think I've been here, and I kind of recognize who's who, kinda, not really. Oh man, I saw the GoPro Mission 1 Pro or Pro Mission or something like that. Man, I really want one. It's in my throne if anyone is interested in getting it for me. Oh man, that thing is so cool. My only gripe about it is the pricing. Like, really, GoPro? I mean, really? The one thing that's really consistent with GoPro that I really like about them is their colors. I mean, I only have 2 GoPro cameras. I have the GoPro Hero Silver and I have the Hero 8 Black. Unfortunately, I don't really like using the black because of the way it's set up. I have the media mod and it's a hassle when it freezes up. In a strange way, I remember hearing complaints about GoPro being unreliable, and good thing for me, it hasn't really froze on a footage. Excuse me, but when I charge up the battery, that's when it would freeze up, and it's just terrible, and I hate it because I have to take out the thumb screw, then I have to take out the media mod, then I have to take out the battery, then I have to do the whole process. I mean, it sounds normal, but when you're actually doing it, it's frustrating. It is frustrating because you just want something to get it go and work. And the DJI Action 4, that thing was perfect. No problem whatsoever. No problem with charging, no problem with filming. And I could film for a really long time. Oh man, looks like they're still going at it. Oh no, never mind. That's a regular airplane. I thought it was the helicopter. From earlier, how the police was, I think they were way over on the other side. Let me pour the coffee in. Usually I would let it settle for a bit just so that the sediment will stick to the bottom, but oh well. What are these little rocks and stuff? Where's it coming from? I don't know. Anyways, spray a little water to cool it down quicker. And now we are going to use the frother. This thing powered up, but if this thing is still weak, then I know that I cannot use the fast charger. I have to use the regular normal USB charger, so we'll see. No, it's going at it pretty good. Let me show how strong this thing is. This thing is insanely strong. Oh no. Pardon the mess. Look at that. Look at that. Oh man. See how it's frothing? Whoa. And just leave that for about, like, I don't know, 15 to 30 seconds. And it will be fully mixed. And then I'll just leave it like that. Let me put you guys back on front screen. Cool, right? It's super handy, that's for sure. Now, how I'm gonna clean this is very easy. I just spray it down a couple times. It's fully soaked in water from the mist. Let it go. Spin it. Second round. Make sure it's fully soaked, especially the bottom part. Wipe it. And then I do the best I can with the ring, and then I just let it spin. And it's all dry. So the battery is kind of strong, but I think I'm gonna have to use the slow charger to make it even stronger, because the fast charging, I think it just gave it enough juice to go, but to have it really go, because this thing, when you put it in the bottom, it'll make the whole thing spin up, which you saw earlier it did not do. So I realized this will have to use the slow charger. And for those, what I mean by slow charger, I think it's the 15 watt one, because the one I have goes up to 60 watts. And of course it's the smart charger, so whatever the phone or tablet is needed, it'll charge to the maximum of that amount. But yeah, it's not able to do for older technology stuff. Like, for example, the Sony FDR X3000, the one I call it old fart. That one, and also the watch that comes with it to view it, those cannot use the fast charger, because the fast charger will not even see it. It doesn't recognize it, and it won't charge it. So that's why there are things that just require the slow charger, which kind of sad, but it is what it is. Even I think the Samsung, I have the first Galaxy watch, the first one, even that one can't take the fast charging. I mean the super fast charging, it doesn't recognize it. So I have to use the regular charger, or the really old fast charger one, which is, I think it's 15 watt. So yeah. Okay, I wiped this down. It is pretty clean. But then I forgot that I have this one I need to clean up too. This guy can go away. Oh, I totally forgot about this. Careful, because this thing is super hot. It's the filter. And I do need something to dry it. See, I'm using so many paper towels. I put a little piece so I could dry it. Always dry it, because if you don't, it will have mold, and you definitely do not want to drink mold in your coffee. So not just mold in the coffee, mold if you're doing anything that has hot water, like instant noodles, instant pho, or anything that requires hot water. Definitely don't want to see any mold, any green stuff, or any particles at all. So it's good to wipe it. See how all this came out from the bottom of the spout, or the dripper part of the coffee maker. Okay, it is dry. So now I'm gonna clean this part. It's actually quite messy, but it's okay. It's just a part of cleaning up. Okay, wipe it down, looks like this. Then I give it another good wipe down. This one, I just wipe it, make sure it looks clean. It doesn't have to be that clean, because to me, the hot water I think it will burn up the bacteria. So I just wipe it to make sure it looks really clean. This, I'm gonna be careful, because those little grinds could fall all over the place, and definitely don't want to do that when you're doing car life, because it's difficult to clean it up. Okay. Okay, nice and clean. It has some of the towel particles, but it's okay. That's it. Just put it in, put it away, then close the lid. So this all it needs. So tomorrow morning, omo. Okay. So tomorrow morning, all I need to do is just drop an ice cube, and this thing is good to go. Yeah, put it in the front seat here. Because if I make it in the morning and then put the ice cube in, it'll melt the ice cube and it'll taste too watery. But if I cool it overnight, where it's room temperature water, and put the ice cube in, it tastes great throughout from the morning to noon. It just, because it'll be gone before noon, but it tastes great. It tastes absolutely great. So now I'm gonna clean up the mess here. All I do is just wrap it up. Looks like this, and then toss it away. Yeah, these are the noodle bags I don't need anymore. Throw that away too. And yeah, that's it. But before we end it, since I'm here, why not make the ice cube too? I think I showed how I made it before. Or maybe not. Maybe I talked about it and not do it. So how that is going to work is I'm going to grab out my plastic wrap. I'm going to grab 2 pieces. I'll show in a moment here. So we got 1 piece for the top. Let's grab another piece for the bottom. Because I'm going to use one frozen water bottle, and then I'm going to cut it into 2 pieces. So this is going to be also my trash bag, as you saw the coffee earlier. So once I'm done with the ice, I save it to use it for trash bag. So I also like when I eat the sardines or the eggshells, I use the water, those water wraps, this one, to wrap it up and throw it away. Let's see, we got some cold water here. All right, this one's frozen. So let me put this back in. Okay. And we're going to grab a towel here, and I'm going to cut it right here. Right there. If I cut it here at the shortest piece, then it'll melt too fast. So I try to even it out. I'll show what I mean in a moment here. Okay. Okay, so you see how I cut right here? So there's the line right here. Piece of plastic. And make sure do not have the plastic in your drink. You definitely do not want to have that in the drink. So this is just for entertainment purpose only. So if you do everything, do it at your own risk. And then I'm gonna softly, easily poke into it, not in one area, but in several areas. Sorry, light's like in my eye. Oh well. And just keep going at it, and eventually it will give. There we go. And never have the box cutter. I use a box cutter because I think it's more safer using a box cutter. Put it towards your hand. I always put it away from the hand, wherever it is, just on the side of the bottle. And as you can see, perfect. So let's put this side here. As you can see, we have a perfect ice cube here. And then just roll it up. That's it, and just toss it in. We got this guy. I mean, you could use the whole bottle. I used to use the whole bottle, but it's a waste because it melts too fast. For this, there's some sort of delay to it, and it makes the water last much longer, all the way to nighttime. So I prefer this method. Because yeah, the other way is more convenient, but then you have to use more water. And I'd rather not do that, so boom. That's it. I was going to do another one, but I don't want to bore anybody. So that's how I make my ice cube. And yeah, that's it. I need to start clearing up my stuff. I got the burrito. And then let me put my other stuff away. This is the one I'm supposed to use for live streaming, which I have not used for a long time. It's been weeks, I guess. Let me put my stuff away. And that is it. All right, y'all. I hope y'all had a good time. I had a good time. I really hope I could do live streaming, but on the go, like filming outside, like Jeannie TTY, like how she's doing it. That seems so cool. And I hope I'll get support doing it. And yeah, that's it for this video. Because there's no one watching the stream, so it's just me, myself, and I. I want to say thank you to those that watched the video all the way through. If you are new and enjoy the content, please consider helping me out with a like, a comment, a share. And if you're not subscribed, to subscribe, because any interaction with the video will help out the channel. It'll let the YouTube lad know that I'm a good content creator, and it will push out my contents even more. And to all my returning viewers, thank you so much for your support. I'm very grateful. I'm very thankful. And it is very encouraging for me to keep it moving, keep it pushing forward. And I need all the encouragement I could get. And yeah, that is it. That's all for this video. And until the next, the Father of Heaven willing, hallelujah and Sinji Dua. And I hope y'all will have a great day.